I should tell you first and give you a warning that our county government said yesterday, no one will find this story objectionable.
Okay.
No one will have anything negative to say, so you've been warned.
Okay, we've been warned. All right, that's good.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
So it's supposedly 100 full-time jobs for perhaps as long as 30 years at the Illinois Valley Airport.
Wow.
Really?
I mean, that sounds really good. 100 jobs in Joe County, Illinois Valley. That's not bad.
Does anyone really care what the jobs are doing? I mean, 100 jobs? Yes, sign us up.
Well, if it was 100 abortionists, I could say maybe we would feel badly about that.
Let's have a parade in the street. As Keith Heck said, the most important asset in all this is positive thinking.
Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking positive.
Resource,
all right, so how are you going to ruin our Friday? Because we're hearing about 100 jobs coming to...
No, let's just keep celebrating about 100 jobs.
Okay.
If they were 100 jobs making butterfly mines, the colorful kind that you throw at the back of the airplane and little kids pick them up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would be that excited about 100 jobs for that.
Well, I suppose. All right, fine.
But 100 jobs making bowling balls? Cool.
Right,
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, everybody needs a bowling ball. So what are they doing? 100 new jobs.
So here are the new jobs. They're going to be helping make drones.
Okay.
Those flying robots.
All right.
So Measure 91 passed a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And then by a sheer coincidence, the good news is there's 100 jobs. The bad news is to fly and test surveillance drones over our county. And it just happens to be the most productive marijuana zone north of Humboldt County.
Huh.
There's no relationship. What are you thinking?
Oh, okay. Well, on the other hand, there has been talk, though, about various companies wanting to open up drone manufacturing and testing capability. I mean, why not Josephine County? I mean, it would seem to me that, are you looking a gift horse in the mouth here, Dale?
No.
Really?
I'm excited about 100 jobs. Really, this is going to be great. Now, we don't actually know. I think we don't actually know who the company is because they keep mentioning this Manor Development. Well, Manor Development out of Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. I can find no record that they're involved in making surveillance vehicles, UAV, UAS.
Because drone technology is not all the NSA and Big Brother basically, spying over me as I sunbathe nude in the backyard. Which
you're
really...
going to have your pizza delivered by this, buddy. You're going to have your liver delivered to your house or someplace, and it's all going to come via this robotic technology that's going to fly over your property.
Yeah, I mean, it is a coming trend. There's no doubt about this, Dale. So now, is it specifically when Heck says we must think positive or accentuate the positive, whatever you want to, however you want to call it? Did they actually say that this was surveillance drones, or was it just drones? Because drones can be used for many things other than just monitoring your backyard.
Yes, drones can be used for helping children on the sidewalk, helping find lost children. Let's think about the children. Drones could be used to carry a bomb to your house. Drones could be used...
I don't think that Keith Heck is promoting drones to carry bombs to houses.
No. Drones can be used for delivering last-minute heart transplants. Drones can be used to fly over your property and snoop on what you're growing.
Okay.
Drones can be used... One of the things you and I talked about briefly right after that meeting yesterday is I'm thinking, okay, there are a number of people in the Illinois Valley especially and throughout the rest of the county, and they're just a little bit nervous about the surveillance state.
That is true. You go out into Josephine County. In fact, I recall if I'm on 199 and I go past the Sweet Cron sign.
Yes.
You know where I'm talking about.
I do.
Sweet Cron. And then you'll see other ones that are saying, like, get us out of the UN and various other things. There's not a whole lot of trust in the NGO structure, okay? I pretty much detect this. Josephine County, along with lots of Jackson County, prefers to go its own way. So we have a drone company then, or drone research that is going in Josephine County at the same time that legal weed, recreational weed comes in there. And so are you trying to connect a dot between drone technology coming to Joe County and, isn't this great? We're going to start surveilling the fields.
No, it's all going to be nothing but positive all the time, and that's our greatest asset.
Well, it very well may be, though. It very well could be.
It may be.
I mean, 100 jobs when you're sucking wind in Joe County, Bill.
Absolutely. And so I'm not standing in the front of the line saying this is terrible. This could be wonderful. But let's go forward in time a little bit.
Right.
We look back at this time now, 10 years later, and we say, boy, that was the beginning of the renaissance of the Illinois Valley. Well, all kinds of other companies came here. They're all high tech. It's now, the place to live. People are coming up from California. Or an alternate universe, you look back and say, boy, this was the beginning
of Skynet.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember watching The Terminator.
Yep.
Yeah.
And okay, so now let's go to another scenario before we run out of time. So now you have marijuana plants, big ones, on your property. And you look out, and here's this little whiny drone that's flying in and among your plants. It can do that, okay? And so you go out there, and the drone spots you, and it goes up in the sky, and you say, wait a minute, that's part of my property up there. I mean, where does your property end? On the moon? Well, it ends somewhere in the air, and so you shoot at it. Really?
Oh, okay. So now I see where you're going with this. So you could see the time. Not only are we going to have drone surveillance and technology, but then we're going to have almost a new sport created: skeet shooting of surveillance drones in Josephine County.
That's it. But look, there's going to be 2 drones at your front door.
All right.
One of them is going to be dropping off that liver that you need.
Or the other one is going to be dropping off, I don't know, some video game from Amazon, right?
The other is going to drop off a subpoena. And then when you walk out the door, it flies up in the air and says in a loudspeaker, you have been served.
Does that actually comport with modern law on being served?
Well,
can you be served legally by a surveillance drone?
If you've got a camera on you. And that's followed up by the Men in Black.
So,
but the Men in Black are delivering your new iPad. Come on.
Yeah. This is really interesting, though. With 100 jobs, you know that they weren't going to turn that down, and I don't want to necessarily look a gift economic horse in the mouth, okay?
No.
So I don't, but yeah, I think what you do is raise points that I think that we as the citizenry will just have to keep an eye on. And do we know what kind of drone technology, or is it just like all types of drone technology?
They've been pretty secretive about this. But let me just lead into one last thing before we run out of time.
Please do.
Back in the era of Prohibition, who would have thought that Prohibition would have led to NASCAR? And for those who haven't made that connection, those fast cars were, regular cars that were tuned up. And
they were meant to outrun the revenue man.
Right. Now we have NASCAR as a direct result of Prohibition. So what are going to be some of the theories about what will be the generations that come out, the new things that are generated coming out of drone technology? Well, one of them could be a whole new branch of lawyers. I just talked about it in a moment. This whole new area of lawyers is securing for people aerial rights over their property.
Interesting take. Now, here's something else to put in your badcounty.com pipe and smoke it, all right?
Oh, well, I don't know. It's legal now, right?
That's right. Yeah. Perhaps, now I'm just being theoretical, you can take this new Illinois development of drone people coming to the Illinois Valley, working at the airport, and researching there, and put it to work for you. You could have the badcounty.com government official surveillance drone.
Well, that is what we're doing. You see, we're taking television technology that's pretty much run, on an old boys network, literally an old boys network, and we're turning it to our use, and we're watching the commissioners, and they're complaining about us. They don't have any complaints about the TV stations. So if we did have drones, we'd be pointing it at the bad guys.
Well, there you go.
And I
see. Not only will I guess it's going to be everything's going to be observable by everybody. So I suppose you can fight right back, can't you?
Can we follow their drone?
I don't know.
And see what they're doing? That's been illegal in some places in the United States.
You pose a lot of questions. I don't have answers for that.
I don't have them either.
But I'm glad you at least raise it. All right. But once again, Dale Matthews, badcounty.com. Drones are coming to Josephine County, and along with 100 jobs in the Illinois Valley. So not going to turn that down. But anyway, David, you had a question or comment on this. Welcome. How you doing?
Good. Just a comment. For the drones, can we have marijuana crop dusters?
Hey.
They did mention that they will probably be delivering aerial spraying of pesticides.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. There's the chemtrails.
Yeah. Or paraquat.
I don't know. Yeah, you could spray insecticides, but you could also spray herbicides too, couldn't you?
Yes. Oh, why are my crops dying? Gee, I don't know. What was that buzzing last night? Oh,
maybe we have then competition in the legal weed situation, in which we'll have some guys going out there taking their Illinois Valley drones and flying them over competition, right?
Yeah.
Here comes the Roundup. Now we're going to have some GMO Roundup-ready marijuana in order to fight that. Boy, we can go down all sorts of rabbit holes with this, can't we, Dale?
We really could, yes. And the whole point of the conversation is to not end on the bad side of the county's admonition, don't question government. I never want to be on that side, of course. But what we can do is we can at least keep an open mind and say, okay, it looks good. What are the potential problems? There are a couple.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because no one's going to turn down 100 good-paying jobs in Joe County. All right, this is good.
No, this is a done deal. As of Wednesday night, this is going to be approved.
This is wonderful economic news. On the other hand, now people can sit around and talk with their elected officials and say, okay, what is the potential downside? At least be aware that there can be, and let's be out in front of it. Okay.
Here's an outrageous example. They say you can't say no to an aviation product, a company at an FAA facility, which an airport is. Well, they have said no in the past. That's a falsehood, because there were guys that wanted to do parachuting at the Illinois Valley Airport, and all it took was several members and the county officials say, we really don't want that. And then suddenly that rule is gone, because they're gone. Okay, but let's suppose, outrageous I know, let's suppose that some company wanted to start ICBM missile base at Illinois Valley. 1,000 jobs.
Hey, I'm okay with that, as long as I get to have my own ICBM. What about you? Dale, we appreciate the take on this. Are you going to put this up on Bad County, or have you already done?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes.
So find out more about the drones. Drones come to Josephine County. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there's 100 decent jobs coming too. So we'll take that. But of course, thank you for raising the issue, because now we know it's out in the open, and we'll talk about the potential downside as time goes on. But anyway, be well. Thanks, Dale.
You're welcome, sir.
Dale Matthews, badcounty.com. It's pretty interesting news.